Juan-o's world.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes alone. Hella pics, hella tips on my cash app. It's like, hold up a
I don't even know what to say about this. This like weirdo number one. But then at the same time, when you see people doing weird stuff and the world stands by, I mean, you gotta know that they willing to do worse, or they've done more, or this at least is not their first time. But this conversation brings us to Sidney Starr. Yeah, y'all might know her. She ruined Chingy's career. I love it when you do that right there. Ruined this whole career. But today, let's check it out.
Beloved hip-hop star Sidney Starr, known as Sidney Favors, is facing multiple felony charges for allegedly...
Now look at that. This is the problem with dating. You say, what do you mean it's the problem with dating? This is a transmission, a transistor radio. And look at the lashes and the makeup and the forehead lashes. That's when they do the fake right there. It's hard to like a real woman when she dressed up like a transmission. But if you notice, a lot of the women are doing their makeup and their hair and their nails like the transmissions. Why is that? But we gonna digress from that point right there. But notice,
using a child. According to Georgia court record, used by Oxygen, Starr has been charged with sexual battery against...
Now she looking like Big Meech right there. Now she looking like Lil Meech, really. Really, he looking like Lil Meech.
The child under the age of 16, aggravated child molestation.
Whoa. Now this is something that's starting to stand out to me. I can't say everybody that's a part of the community is a child toucher. But every time they expose a child toucher, it appears to be somebody that's out of the community. Am I wrong? Am I off? Suspicions.
Sodomy. Starr is a transgender model.
Sodomy? At the very least, that means forcibly touching the buttocks. And we know you're a transistor radio who probably still got your equipment attached. So you out here just taking it from little boys, huh? Okay.
A TV personality who appeared on season 9 of Love and Hip Hop New York. According to a press release from the Hateful Police Department, she was arrested on August 2nd after police...
The Hateful Police Department? This gotta be in the South. This got to be Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi.
These were called to an Embassy Suites hotel in the greater Atlanta area on a report.
The Embassy Suites? I had one too many drinks and ended up at the embassy.
Sexual assault involving a child. According to an arrest warrant, Starr confessed to the acts, telling investigators they were consensual. The authority said in a press release, quote, because this case involves a juvenile, no additional information will be released from our agency. Starr is being held without bond at the Fulton County Jail for next...
The ridiculousness with the Catwoman makeup on now. This is sad, man. And the sad part is, women give these people access to our kids, access to their nieces and nephews. The ridiculousness of it all, the whole I want to steal somebody's innocence in that way is ridiculous. It's sick, really. It's a condition.
Court appearance is scheduled for August 25th. Her attorney did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
I don't really know what to say about this. I don't know what to say about this at all. To be honest with you, it's pretty appalling. And stuff like this, especially when there's black people involved, it makes the news, it's center stage. And not to say it shouldn't be. Not to say it shouldn't be, but at the same time, it's not fair. But I would implore you that when you see these people who are confused about their own sexual needs, wants, or desires, or putting their sexuality in front of other people's humanity, it should give you pause about having them around their kids. But watching this story made me think about something.
David, if you could explain why was there a mattress in the tunnels and what is the stain? A lot of folks are wondering, is this stain?
Now, lately, what I noticed is they've been trying to make these black weirdos the face of sexual deviancy. But quite frankly, you can make us the face of sex because we have a lot of sex. But sexual deviancy is not something that proliferates in our community. People in our community typically pick up with folks that's on what they own. This is a Jewish synagogue that had tunnels all over it, all kind of human trafficking and stuff. Now I went to digging on the internet to find these pictures, but I couldn't really find them because this was not the only bloody mattress. This was the picture of the cleanest was. Some of them had fecal matter and blood and hair and tissue on them, all type of stuff. But nobody is promoting or conversating on a synagogue that should be suspected of sex trafficking. They had tunnels, illegals coming in and out. But this story just got swept under the rug, even the pictures of the evidence. But let's check this out. Let's see what their explanation was for the kid touching they was doing.
Feces. No, it's not feces. They say it's blood, and basically, we did rituals.
He said that like it was nothing. Oh, it's not feces, it's blood. But what they not showing, because they be real light when it's a pale face, no matter what the nationality is, when it's a pale face doing debauchery. He said it's blood, like that wasn't no big deal.
Said that before. There were some rituals that we do.
What kind of rituals?
And sometimes the rituals might involve someone who recently died, and we'll bring them down there, and we'll try to do a ritual to bring back the Messiah, which is a Schneerson, if you heard about him on the news. So
I'm not even gonna go no further into that. There's a lot of people doing a whole lot of weirdo shit. But somehow, all you ever hear about is the black people. And the things that the black people are doing are not even as weird, or not even on the level. It doesn't have the power. It doesn't have the community. It doesn't have the structure. It doesn't have the facilities to do what some of these others is doing. And that's the problem with racism. These white folks so mad at black people, so busy trying to chase, hang, kill, drown black people, R.I.P. Nolan, suffocate black people, etc., that all of these different type of weirdos have come into power, and the American government can't do shit about it. Nothing. Not only is it can't do anything about it, it's not doing anything about it. If this was a Baptist church with those type of mattresses, tunnels underneath, illegals, XYZ, kids, do you really think that would have got swept under the rug? Oh, hell no. No. But for these 1947ers, it don't even exist no more. You can't even find the pictures. I was watching the news live when they was pulling out them mattresses. And it looked like people had been raped and killed on them mattresses. They covered that up fast. This was 2 years ago. I still ain't heard about nobody going to jail.
He died many years ago, but we have rituals that we believe we can bring him back. And so
how do these rituals
was that the main guy who was...
Is it me, or do that sound a little bit of satanic? You guys are doing rituals in illegal basement tunnels with dead bodies, trying to resurrect spirits that passed hundreds of years ago? Are we fucking serious? Now, I ain't saying Sidney Starr ain't wrong. That bitch should be put under the jail. Really, I don't even know if going to jail is a punishment for this motherfucker. But then again, it's easy to take some booty when it ain't being offered. But what about when it's being offered to somebody trying to take yours? You might feel real differently about that. She might be a nun. He might be a nun in there. I can't believe this. This Eddie Winslow's fault. This is all Eddie Winslow's fault.
That was a long time. He's like the head. He's the head rabbi. And he's the guy that we look for direction.
Right, and the news was saying that he is potentially not passed on.
Right, that's right. So we don't know that, so we try to do rituals to try to
bring him back.
Correct, exactly.
So basically what they telling you is this guy's a creep that may be still alive that's wanted for committing crimes that they hide. So they do rituals as sacrifices. That's basically what I just heard. It was a dude that might have been a little bit crazy that warned us about these type of people. Now his method of dealing with these type of people, it might have been accurate, it might have been inaccurate, it might have been too much, it might not have been enough. But it was so off balance, and his way of going about it was so not thought out. Shit went bad. But as I look at some of the things that I see, I look at how they do influence, I look at what they control in banking, etc., etc., I can say he was wrong for how he acted on the knowledge he obtained, but I can't say the knowledge he obtained and his perception of it was wrong. I can't say that at all.
Can you explain the rituals and why does it involve a mattress?
I don't want to go through details of the rituals, but basically we don't put the body on the floor, we put the body on the mattress, and sometimes we might make an incision somewhere on the body, and a little bit of blood will come out. But I don't want to go into the details.
Yeah, that's...
Now for those of you who never dealt with a dead body, this motherfucker is lying. A dead body doesn't pump blood to bleed. And that's all I got to say about that. The heart's not working. The heart's not pumping. And when you talking about a dead body, rigor mortis setting in, that means the blood vessels and all of those things are clogged from coagulated blood. So it's not just gonna easily bleed a nice full stain like that. But he's playing with your intelligence. Bottom line, my story with this is just a whole lot of weirdos out here. Protect your kids. And like they say, it all starts in the home. Don't show your kids that something is okay that's really not okay. Don't have weirdos as friends and then be upset when your kids become susceptible to their weirdo ways. And that's all I would say about this. That's what I would implore you to do. Watch what you own. Watch who you own it with. And damn sure watch who you bring around your kids. And don't trust somebody just because they wear a hat or they represent a quote-unquote religious organization or a faith or even a nationality. Or a country that's manipulating the rest of the world for its own personal gain. America. Y'all so busy being racist to black people. America is so racist to black people. You hold black people down. You create situations and circumstances where even if we work hard, we can't get our piece of the American pie. And the civil rights that we fought for, you allow all of these others to come over here and utilize the civil rights and the bills that we fought for to better benefit them. And then they use y'all banking laws to not pay taxes. They use y'all social laws to how the government subsidizing their living and they start up of their business. But MAGA don't go after them. And they robbing the fuck out the government and raping our kids. Y'all go after the black people while y'all hand over the whole wealth of this country to the others. Because let's be for real, the white people is not top dog no more. The Asians, the Indians, the Jewish people. White man gotta ask him for permission. Yet and still, the white man still trying to keep us down. Ain't that some shit? So all you fake white racists, why y'all not doing nothing about them? Anyways, we out. Just a little something to think about. Sidney Starr, you a foul ass bitch. We out.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes.